Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
This actually was created before Ripple existed. The creators of XRP decided there'd be 100 billion units because they saw it as rather than having a smaller number with a very high price, they saw it as something they wanted to be effectively a global reserve currency.
A global reserve currency. Coming from Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple himself, guys, right? Even on their site. So we see the proof right there before our eyes. I mean, we know where the world is heading to, guys. Like Scott Sweeto, we will never forget the organized attack on the XRP community.
This is the market, $220 billion strong, highly volatile. It peaked at about $800 billion in January. It's been settled around 200 to 300 billion. A little over half is Bitcoin, 55% or so in that slide. But Ethereum is quite big. A currency called Ripple that you might hear in the banking sector is a currency called Ripple.
Once again, guys, these people love XRP, right? But out in the open, they say they hate it, right? For some odd reason. Now, guys, there's the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now, this is called White. Interesting. Fojek is Mr. Pool and Trust. We see right here, Anchorage tweet deleted. So, they did post this, Coinbase plus Trust, right? You guys can check that out. And then, you guys can see Coinbase and Trust. Go down here, this as well, Trust, right? So, a few connections are being made. Remember, Mr. Pool does tell a lot of things beforehand. It does take place. Now, pay tourists to tweet out. David Short's tweet of a big green candle was in April. BG123 posted his yes post in April. Simpsons buying jet ski with a ledger. Lady's name is April with a tidal wave in background. 22.2 is 140. Mirrored is 4.1. April, guys, this is absolutely crazy. Again, all the proof is right here. You guys remember what David Shorts posted, right? Again, literally this the same thing is going to happen with XRP's price, guys. It might be even crazier, honestly, because that went from a few dollars to $100, right? Again, April. Look at that, April. Everything, guys. Remember, this all the signs point to April. Last year, XRP did explode to $2 in April as well. Look at that, April. Again, 22.2, guys. All the proof is right there. Pretty crazy. What will happen, right here from Almighty Shade? This will be most of the community in March. Again, March, April. What is going to take place in these next few months, guys? Just be prepared, right? Because Baba Cooks tweet out, the storm begins March 15th. You have had 1 year to prepare. Tomorrow the storm begins. So, which is today, right? The 18th. If you go down here from XRP Moon Knight, basically, storm is here. The rain will begin shortly. Water is getting colder here. Nodes, crash, reversal, reset. Judge, gold, transmitter, reveal. Unstable, tested fast, no time. There is no turning back, right? Crazy stuff to say the least, because hindsight is sweet out. Again, look at this. On the 18th. Done and check mark, right? Supposedly, something should take place today, guys, with the SEC case, obviously, right? And you guys can see done on this specific dates. Price predictions, end of lawsuit, double digits, announcement, triple digits, announcement 1, announcement 2, 4 digits, and then big bang implementation. You guys can see how all the huge prices come into play then, right? Because that's when utility is deployed, guys. That's what we're waiting for, right? And it seems like this year, November 22, and then next year, November 2023, certain events are taking place. Now, SEM 13 to tweet out. We see right here, if you go down, done, 222, 122, and then 229. If you go here, 229 is 13, 122 is 5, 222 is 2022, which is done. So we have March 15th storm, right, which is 315, May 13th moon, which is 513, and then 59 days until Yule moon overnight. 58 equal 13. Again, seems very interesting, right? With all the connections being made. Now, things are getting really interesting here, guys. From XRP Phoenix, bring on March 15th. The storm begins March 15th. FOMC meeting with the interest rate hikes and all of those things that could take place. So, but I did hear from some other people that maybe the crash will happen earlier than March 15th, right? So people get surprised. Who knows? We see here from XRP Phoenix once again, just on time. February 22, March 22, the storm begins March 15th. Look at this. Biden to issue an executive order on regulating crypto next week. Again, it's happening on these specific dates, guys. Right? The timeline does not lie. Why? Because it connects to this tweet as well from Donnie. On 2/22/22 will be a once in a 248-year event. Pluto is going to conjunct return to United States. Pluto is going to return to the United States. The last time this happened was on July 4th, 1776, the exact founding day of America, right? Which is Pluto brings destruction and rebirth, right? Perhaps like a phoenix. Rome fell when Pluto returned, right? Interesting stuff as we see right there. Is this why? Look at this. This was a period of a terrible ending after a great expansion. You guys can see with the Roman Empire, right? All of those stuff. It's also very interesting that Kanye West's new album, Donda 2, releases exactly on this date, right? Depicts a burning house, which could be a subliminal hint to what comes to this country. Is this why? Is that why so much is happening around the world recently, right? Again, it possibly signifies a turning point in history, guys. So there does seem to be a lot of connections, to say the least. XX this tweet out: cancelled, planes, trains grounded, storms cover, war cover, inflation cover, supply chain cover, shutdown imminent. Again, 3 to 4 weeks supplies, food, water, right? Offline soon. Is that a possibility? Beans, right? Now, remember, anything is possible at this time and day, because look at all the things we have seen, right? Till now. Danny Darkest tweet out: I find it a little odd that these were the two banks they chose, right? With the ISO 222, all of these things. Look at this. Watch for the squares collapsing. It is coming. And then the two square banks, Deutsche Bank right there, and then HSBC, right? There will be a crash, but there will be no depression. Two major banking giants to befall. I was told they are banking giants from United Kingdom and Germany. One you already know, one you will get to know. It started out west, will end east. Again, from west to east. Very interesting, guys. Now, Gold Telegraph is tweeted out: breaking news. Lithuania's central bank has told the country's banks to prepare for power cuts and cyber attacks. I mean, we're not making these things up, right? The narratives are building ever so fast, guys, and swiftly, to say the least. Isn't that crazy? Now, Almighty Shade has tweeted out a beautiful golden sun. Look at flare. Isn't this interesting? Unlocking value, right? If you go down here, and when the bear looks up at that beautiful golden sun and blue skies, he thanks God for this opportunity for people worldwide to buy XRP, guys. It seems like the time is ending, or nearing, to say the least, right? Because they end what is a beginning. Well, just to tweet out, they're gunning for Bitcoin and many other things. Hope you're paying attention. Again, all the coins, guys, probably vanishes away. Mama Hakeda's tweet out: is this crazy? February 16th to 19th, Virgo moon, we go down. Seems like it's correct, guys, with astrology. I mean, that's why they say millionaires don't use astrologies, but billionaires do, right? The fountain for today's video comes from Baba Cooks. Baba and Riddlers are always 5, 8, 9 steps ahead. The storm begins March 15th, and then Bitcoin market prepares for a storm approaching. Guys, we don't make these things up. The storm seems to be here and now. Are we prepared? I am. Seems like everyone is, because the people had basically years to prepare.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.